crank a lot for you guys. I'm at the gig right now. Today we just got to talk about how you literally got to avoid unhappy people in today's society, man. And I'm making this video because I'm kind of like fine tuning that. When I say I'm fine tuning that, bro, it's like you got to understand, bro. It's a lot of people out here that are unhappy, bro. And the worst part about these people being unhappy is like you literally didn't contribute anything to that unhappiness, bro. It's like an internal problem, and I don't know if these people are able to see your level of happiness, but it's like it bothers them. So I've kind of came to the conclusion, bro, like anybody that's kind of like visually unhappy, when I say visually, you can see their facial expression, their body language. My best bet is to avoid them. You know what I mean? And avoiding them, it's not that I have any beef with them. It's just I really personally don't care to want to understand their unhappiness, you know what I mean? Or why they're going through what they're going through. Because at the end of the day, listen, everybody's going through something. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's going through something. Like right now, bro, I would say I was supposed to be sad and depressed for 6 to 7 months, bro. And I bring that up because it's like a long period of time, but I didn't walk around exuberating that type of energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the people who walk around and it's like whatever they're going through affects how they treat others or how they act towards others, bro. You gotta avoid them at all costs. There's no purpose of even interacting with these individuals unless it's like mandatory. You get what I'm saying? Just because it's like that transfer of energy can never happen, bro. And this goes with friends, families, people at your employment place, wherever your neighborhood. It's just, bro, right now, currently, the best option when you have encountered someone like that is avoidance. And in avoiding this person, like I said, there's no beef, it's no drama. It's just you kind of have to set such a high standard, brother or sister, to where it's like if an individual's energy, what's up, Lizzie Sanders? If an individual's energy doesn't meet the standards, they can't qualify to be around you, bro. And this is how we gotta move forward as people, especially happy people, because I'm telling you, like, there's nothing that comes from dealing with someone who has a lot mentally, emotionally going on. They gotta figure that internally. You can't really change their perspective of how they feel. Like that's like an internal thing. So everybody that you guys meet with visual unhappiness. When I say visual unhappiness, this person has the angriest face. You know what I mean? They have the like bad body posture. You know how the body posture of people that's unhappy. It's like, yo, bro, you gotta turn the other way because you happy. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you happy and then you interacting with somebody that's not so happy, bro. It's like you almost kind of like dumb yourself down in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I would describe myself. I'm blonde with blue eyes and tall. Shout out to Lizzie Sanders. Nah, that's good. Those are good characteristics, Miss Sanders. You know what I mean? You're blonde with blue eyes and tall. It sounds very attractive. I'm not talking about physical appearance either. I'm talking about visual unhappiness. When I say visual unhappiness, let's say you see a person regularly and they're always angry. They got like a angry look all the time, bro. Visually, that person is unhappy. You feel what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, like, unless you're the reason why this person is unhappy, there's no there's no reason for them to be like this towards you. You have done nothing to them. You know what I mean? You didn't contribute to the unhappiness, but in being able to visually see that as a person who is happy, bro, you gotta avoid that individual. You have to, bro, because at the end of the day, whatever they're dealing with, they feel like, okay, you might be a scapegoat for them to release on you or whatever. And it's like, yo, bro, we don't have time for that. It's too much going on currently in life. Life is hard right now as is for you to sit there and try to really figure out why another person who you don't know from a can of paint is unhappy, bro. Like, you're wasting your time, man. That could be long trauma. That could be trauma from someone else, family. You don't know what causes that trauma. My boy Ikees CPT said Lizzie sounds like a baddie. YS, how you been? Yo, Mr. Richard Wilkins in the building. How are you, man? Love, love. How you been? How you been? I've been good though, man. Just been working. I actually got a job, Mr. Richard Wilkins. I'm there right now. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ikees? All of this is an attempt to produce the content, bro. Get the content going forward. I gotta step out. Oh, okay, somebody's going there, but I thought I was gonna have to step out and help this individual real quick, but somebody took care of that for me. Yeah, but I've been good, brother. My whole focus has been on trying to get employment. I got employment. I'm working right now. Eventually, I like to get back to doing my visuals, but I'm just grateful, bro, because I got the job that I wanted. I got a peaceful job. Um, it goes back to say that you should never quit in life because, bro, I went on like at least 40 interviews before I got this job, bro. And the craziest part about what I'm saying is this is the job I've been wanting for a long time, bro. A long time. If I could visually show you guys, it's very laid back, man. As y'all can see, I communicate on the radio. Nobody's on top of me. I'm in a spot by myself. So I'm thankful, bro, because you don't understand how frustrating it was going through 40 interviews, bro. And I'm going to these interviews and they're asking me some of the silliest questions, fam. You know what I'm saying? That are very unrelated to the job. So that's where I've been grinding, Mr. Richard Will, because I'm gonna be back doing my regular lives, my visuals soon enough, man. I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks or so. He said a lot of the time when you stop trying so hard to get where you want, things play out. Now that's facts. That's definitely facts because the craziest part is when the job presented itself, it was literally blind. I was blindsided, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Aki, CPT. You remember I ain't had a job, bro. I ain't had a job for 7 months, fam. I was broke for 7 months, bro. I'm currently still broke as I'm talking to y'all, but I'm in high spirits, you feel me? Because I feel like I sustained whatever I was going through. And it was the toughest times, bro. And I love y'all, bro. Like I tell y'all real stuff. Like currently, right now, I got to get my heat situated, bro. I got to get my hot water turned on. These are stuff that some of your favorite YouTubers ain't gonna get on here and say, bro. These are real life issues, bro. So the best part about what I'm saying is it was just hot. So I was taking a shower with cold water. You feel me? I'm thugging it out with the cold water, but now it's like I stay in the Midwest, so it's getting colder now. So I gotta figure out the heat situation and the hot water situation. But I'm not complaining, bro. I just tell y'all like to give y'all an insight to life from a different perspective. It might look like I'm the big YouTuber, bro, 2K followers, but bro, it's been like tough. I've been thugging it, and I'm thankful still. That's why I'm making a video of, bro, all the stuff that I explained to y'all, bro. If a lot of other people was experiencing a lot of this stuff, bro, they would literally be so unhappy. They'll walk around unhappy. They would treat people bad. But that's not the case with me, bro. I'm handling all that, plus still trying to maintain good character. You feel me? So as I go forward, it's like I gotta cut a lot of people off, man, because I got a lot of people that I just personally don't think they're happy enough to be around. And when I say that, it's like just going through a short period of 6 or 7 months, experiencing a lot, bro. I'm talking about a lot. Some of the stuff I ain't never even talked to y'all about experiencing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, at least you know the trenches. Now that's facts, I be feeling like I'm in a village, you heard? I gotta boil the hot water, you heard? I gotta boil the hot water on the stove. What you know about boiling hot water so you can freshen up? What y'all know? What you know about that, man? Like you feel me? This is stuff celebrities get on interviews and lie about, bro. This is real life, bro. I'm boiling the hot water. You know what I'm saying? Because most people that been in this situation, they get it. Like I've been in a situation before the crib ain't work, so I put the oven on. I mean, the heat ain't work. I put the oven on for like an hour or two and just leave it open. You know what I'm saying? Like slight stuff like that. But all that makes you a stronger person because Let's say electricity was to run out today or something, right? I still know how to survive, bro. You know what I mean? He said, "I keys right now. You got the smarts from the streets. You could take that and apply that in the business world." Nah, facts. Hey, imagine I had to use the lighter I keys CPT. Imagine having to use a lighter to warm up the hot water. But I could laugh at all this, man, because personally, as an individual, bro, I know this not how I'm supposed to be living, but it's just something I gotta get through, and a lot of people are going through tougher situations, bro. It's people that I see outside. They sleep outside every day. Like right now, it's raining. They probably don't got nowhere to go. They gotta stay outside in the rain or like seek shelter under something to stay warm. You know what I mean? So try to be happy, man. Like that goes for a lot of people, and it's a lot of people that are unhappy for no reason, bro. When I say no reason, I'm not saying the reason isn't valid, but they got a lot of good things going for them. He said, someone's. It's a lot of people that got a lot of good things going for them that they overlook, man. And I personally feel like the reason why I went through what I went through is for God to open my eyes to not overlook a lot of what I have, bro. Like prior to the 6 months, bro, I was good. I was running it up. I was working. But the craziest part is I felt stressed, bro. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like I wasn't making enough money. And then God took all that away from me. The crib, he took away the crib. He took away the job. He took away the car. He took away the money. You know what I mean? And it was like, what is this guy about, really? And bro, and I've always had something going. Like, I've always had a crib, I've always had a gig, I always had a whip, I always had money, bro. So when all that gets taken away from you, it's like, okay, now what? Now what do you do? How do you act? How do you feel? Like, what's your mood like every day? Because not being able to buy what you want, bro, that'll drive you crazy as far as food. I ain't even talking about clothes. Yeah, and I never gave up, bro. That's something my pops say, man. I talk to my pops every day. He like, man, with everything you went through, my dad know what type of guy I am. Like I could easily go flip some packs right now, fam. I could easily get tapped back in with the plug and get the selling tree. But this something he told me the other day. He said, with everything you went through for the past 7 months, you didn't resort to something that would destroy you. And that's probably the most I took from the situation, man. I didn't go sell drugs. I wasn't stealing anything. I was literally hustling, bro. Literally hustling from flipping shoes, glasses to shirts, and going through all that made me understand, like, okay, I can always make it with the right mental. Although I may not have everything I want, that's one thing I want y'all to take from the live. Your mentality can literally project you to where you want to go, man. A lot of people depend on items and stuff like that, but sometimes a lot of that's gonna get taken away from you. And when that gets taken away from you, the only thing that can project you forward is your mental. And you gotta have a tough mental right now because a lot of people right now they're gonna fold. How things are. Like they're gonna fold. They're not gonna be able to. Uh, wait. I gotta help this guy. My fault, squad. I'm at work right now. I kind of had to. I had to. He's sorting out something. Yeah, yeah. I'm at work right now, fam. Hey, I key CPT. I'm gonna chop it up with you in a second. Hey, Miss, how you doing? I'm well. All right, you're good to go. Have a good day. Yeah, for sure. Hey, how you doing today, sir? All right, 1 second here. Let me scan your code. All right, have a good day. Yeah. But Keys, I was in the same position you was in, and I got some motivation for you. Hey, what's going on? All right, you good to go? Thank you. Yes, sir. White drink that was at drink up main and up behind. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, party of four, that's behind us. Yeah, yeah. I can scan it. All right. ButIkees, let me say one thing, man. Hey, don't be discouraged, cause at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's easy to get discouraged when we're not having what we want. I was definitely discouraged. Yo, Moo, what's up, Moo? How you doing? Shout out to Moo in the chat. I was definitely discouraged when I couldn't get a job, but you gotta look at stuff from a perspective of timing, bro. Let me turn the radio down a little bit. When I say timing, the walking down, you probably got a certain job that you want in your mind, right? And that's how I felt about the job that I have right now. This job was always in my mind, it was in my mental, because I feel like this is a space that I would most excel in, bro. So what I used to do was literally think about this job every single day, like obsess over this job. I would literally obsess over this job, man. And the moment I had got two job offers. This was one of the jobs. The other one was another job where I personally felt like I wouldn't have succeeded at, but it was something I was willing to take if need be. And when I kind of had that mental, it was like God was like, nah, why go for a job that you don't want to be at, knowing that things won't turn out how you want them to turn out. It's better for me to put you in an opportunity where I know you want to be and you will succeed, bro. Uh, Even during the process of that, bro, I faced eviction, bro. I'm not scared to say that I made a whole video on the eviction, bro. So don't feel bad about almost getting kicked out, bro. I literally had to abandon an apartment to avoid the eviction process, fam. He said I made a few shorts and got a few subs. Yeah, let's go, Moo. I told you. You gotta be consistent though. You gotta do it every day, regularly. You know what I'm saying? Post the shorts at night, 11 a.m. Now 11 p.m. to like 2:30 a.m. That's when YouTube is kind of open, cause everybody's on their phone at night. You know what I mean? ButIkees, like I said, I literally abandoned my other apartment to go and have a roommate. I had a roommate for about a month. Nah. I am in the place my current place where I told you I gotta work on the water and the heat. That is where I am. That's where I always wanted to be. That's where everything kind of like went left from 6 months ago because we all had to move from the owner that bought the building, but then he gave me another chance to come back over everybody else because I was like the first tenant there, you know what I mean? So the reason I'm telling you that is because, bro, I worked at a speedway, bro. When I worked at a speedway, during this time, I only worked at the speedway for like literally 2 weeks, gang. When I worked at the speedway, I had a girl insult me, bro. She called me a racial slur because, she left to pick up her boyfriend on Valentine's Day for an hour. So when she leaves for an hour, bro, I'm not the manager. A manager approved that. I don't really care. But she leaves, she comes back, and she disappears. There's a line on the register. We're a 24-hour store. And I'm like, hey, can you please come help? She acts like she don't hear me. It's like, bro, I'm ringing people up. If I say I keys, can you please come help? Keys, can you please? How many times I gotta say, Keys, can you come up here and help me? Cause obviously you not hearing me. So when I'm like, yo, she come out, she starts snapping on me. She's like, don't tell me what to do. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You've been going for an hour. Least you could do is get on the register and help me out. She's like, I'm a hard worker here. But when I thought about it, I'm like, yo, she sound like she's trying to argue with her boyfriend. I'm not her boyfriend. I'm like, yo, you could say you're a hard worker, but I ain't seen it today. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not here to lie about nothing. I'm an honest guy. Bro, she starts going off, bro. F bombs. And there's customers witnessing this. Next thing you know, she tries to throw the mop and the customer sees this. Bro, I don't call her out her name. I don't say nothing. But the manager love this person. Cause what manager you know in America is allowing you to leave for an hour, 30 minutes to pick up your boyfriend who is a grown man from work? No manager, fam. But I ended up losing that job because of this girl. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, ain't no way I lose this job because of this girl. Because, bro, the craziest part about me saying this, the manager that I work for, she originally never wanted me to leave her store. She loved me. But I ended up leaving her store to go to a better store, which was a safer environment. You know what I mean? And I felt like when I came back, she kind of knew the ball was in her court, and maybe that was her way of trying to get back at me. Who knows? But I'm thinking like, this my main store, bro. I used to work that store by myself like weekly. When I say weekly, this store is in the hood, brother. I'm talking about the most gangsterish dudes is coming there. I had like a 6'8" dude look like he like the booty eater or something from the pen. This man was like 6'8". Before I continue talking, let me give y'all a story. So bro like 6'8", bro. He like an older gentleman. He's buff. He come in, he like, what's up, youngster? I'm like, what's up, OG? Cause I'm on the registry. He like, y'all got them Newports? I'm like, yeah, we got the Newports. So as he's doing this, my coworker, his name was Ray. He was a Bati man. I say a Bati man. Ray probably was like 6'2", bro. I'm like 5'11". Bro, Ray literally skedaddles to the back of the store, bro. When I say skedaddles, bro, Ray's on the far register, gang. Ray literally runs to the back. He runs to the back because you could tell this older guy was in a bad mood, and he looked like he was ready to knock some out. I ain't gonna lie, he would have punched on me, probably would have knocked me out, bro. Like 6'8", super buff. Looked like he just lifting all the weights when he was locked up. So when Ray run to the back, I'm like, dang, this man not even gonna back me up. You know what I mean? So just 1 second, squad. Hey team, we do have a party of one approaching a lot. So when Ray run to the back, I'm talking to the OG. I'm calm because I could tell he kind of tight. He just needed smoke. So I'm like, oh, yo, OG, we got the Newports. Which one you need, the longs or the shorts? He like the shorts. So I get him. He like, all right, young man, you be good. So he walk out. When he walk out, Ray come out. And when Ray come out, he like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like he looked like he was angry. I had to get up out of there, but that's the type of environment. So I personally never expected the manager to side with this girl, bro. This girl, she smoked meth, bro. I know that because I live in the hood, bro. I know how meth smokers act. I know how, Fetty smokers act, blue smokers act, because I've been around these people. Shorty, when I worked one shift with Shorty, she went to use a bathroom. She go to the bathroom, bro. We got mad toilet paper, fam. It's in the back room, the stock room. What she does is she was in the bathroom for 30 minutes. After she come out the bathroom, she locked the bathroom. The only time people lock the bathrooms is when they smoking drugs in the bathroom, bro. Anybody that been to a gas station, you know how it goes. So she locked the bathroom, and then she immediately went outside to shovel. Bro, we work at a gas station. We don't never gotta go out there and shovel. We have a plow team. So she was so high out of her mind, bro. She just got to doing random stuff. So, but I ain't tweak on that, bro, because I'm not a micromanager, bro. What that means is I don't want to micromanage another person's behavior or whatever they like. That's on you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you do you. But when she came back snapping, it was like, oh, she must be not high enough. You know what I mean? So the manager kind of like sided with her. Long story short, I ended up having to leave the job, bro. I was there for 2 weeks. Fast forward, bro. The little dude, I used to work with this little dude. You know, he had came to work the shift for me that I had to leave on. But then I see the dude at another gas station by my house. You know, I'm like, yo, what's up? But he act like he didn't even recognize me. Craziest part is I trained this man. This man used to ride in my car. You know what I mean? I used to literally give him advice on YouTube. You know what I mean? And for me to see him at another gas station at my crib, that means it didn't work out for him over there because we both was over there. But he looked at me like I was beneath him or something. But it's like this like a kid I mentor, fam. So I'm like, nah, man. The world is in a crazy place right now. Cause I would never see Akis and Richard Wilkins, and we all worked at the same job. We was cool. We used to smoke. I used to bring woods in, bro, and leave half the wood for this kid that's smoking his break. Then I see you at another place and you act like I'm just a random. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, the world is crazy, but Akis, I want you to keep going, bro. Don't quit. Cause when you quit, it's all over, man. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta get what you want in this life and you gotta really go after it, man. I love this job, bro. I say that with like passion. You know what I mean? Shout out to God for the position, bro. God knows what I really want. You feel me? And it's a slow process to get there, but I'm gonna get there eventually. And that's how you gotta be feeling right now. You know, it was like I said, it was like the job came out of nowhere. And my pop say this all the time. He like, man, this is what you always wanted. This is the job you always wanted. Cause, bro, long story short, I had a job like this before, but you know, I sacrificed that job to be a coach for my brother. I created a whole basketball team for this fool. You know, he weak as shit. You know what I mean? Like he was weak as he turned out weak as shit. Like, no cap. He quit basketball and all this. Now I'm not I told him we had talks. I'm like, bro, I don't think I'm not expecting you to go to the NBA, but I'm expecting you to utilize basketball to create something for yourself. But it's like he overlooked the amount of sacrifice and time that I literally put into being his coach, creating the team, bro. That took like a almost $3,000, bro. That's all the money I was working for. You know, that's all the money I was working for at the time. So I ended up switching my hours, you know, from the other position just so I could be able to coach him. Right now, I'm working in the parking industry, Akis. I would say look for a parking job, man. A parking job is very doable. The reason I say it's doable is because I like jobs kind of where it's like it's up to you. When I say it's up to you, it's like yeah, you're gonna have a supervisor, you're gonna have a manager, but yes, your success really depends on if you're doing your job or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the jobs I always look for. Just because it's like I like the independence of being independent, bro. I don't like being in a spot where it's like, you know, it's a lot of like pressure on you, somebody's breathing on your neck. Like if I fail and I make a mistake here, it's all on me. If I can't handle the workload here, it's all on me, bro. So that's one thing I say look for, man. A lot of the times you don't want to get them jobs where you got a manager, a supervisor who just you with them too much. You know what I mean? Or they breathing on your neck. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You say out, nah, bro, I won't quit. I want to save my family. That's how I feel about me. I feel like, you know, I'm like out of everyone in my family, bro, I'm the only one who has the heart to kind of like put us in a position besides my father, dog. And when I say that, it's like, bro, my siblings, they're selfish, bro. They're so selfish that it kind of annoys me, bro, because he's like, yeah, it seemed like me in the motor industry. I spend $250 on the tour to further my business case, even though I don't have money to start with. Bro, that's amazing. If you work in the motor industry, bro, start doing small jobs, bro. Like oil changes, man. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but do small jobs to build up your clientele because you're self sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Hey team, we do have a party of two approaching the office. I believe they need pickup. Um, you know, being self sufficient is great, man. Start doing small jobs, man, to build up clientele. And then once you get enough money, bro, get you like a little space, bro. You know, when I say space, man, make sure it got heat in there, man, because if you're able to get into a space, bro, where you can work and kind of like live, you winning. Yeah, you 26, you got a lot of time. So if you can get into a space where you can still work and make money, you got a lot of time, man. Start looking for like spaces where you could perform oil changes. You could change somebody's battery. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like a workshop. You know, you could even do detailing. But all this kind of revolves around, you know, your job of being a mechanic. You know, the auto industry. So those are like the blueprints of what I tell you to start doing, man. Like even if you could get a small little workspace, small little work garage. He said, "Yeah, do electrical. Yeah, you, bro. You. When it comes to the motor auto industry, you could do so much, but get into a position where you're doing a lot. You have a lot of options to where your client is crazy. Like, let me give you an example. I like selling stuff, right? So if I was to go to a manufacturer right now, bro, let's say I'll get like 20 cell phones at like $200, right? Cool. Then I'll turn around and get some AirPods at like $70. Then I might turn around and get some cases around $50. The reason I'm saying $50, $200, $70 is because that puts me in a price interval to where I can have multiple clients, not just only $200 clients. I can have $50 clients. I can have $70 clients, and this is how you make more money. You know, because if you only do transmission, you might only have one transmission job a month. But what happens if you do detailing, you do electrical, you do, you know, oil changes, you do, you know, tire rotations. All of this is gonna maximize your income. You know what I mean? And it's gonna increase your clients as far as pricing. Because you're gonna have people that are low ballers. You're gonna have people that spend a lot more money. You gotta have people that, you know, they're the average earners. You know, they don't want to spend too much, too little, but they just want to spend just the right. So you in a good position. I had a friend out of high school. He started mobile detailing. You know, currently he's into vending machine business. You could get into. He has vending machines now, but he started with mobile detailing, where he would just pull up, you know, do detail at people property. But this was during COVID. He said, "How is the living cost?" Yeah, right now the living cost is expensive, brother. Like right now, it's all about grinding, man. It's gritty. I like to call it gritty, man. It's gritty right now. You know, a lot of people are gonna complain about the cost of things, but guess what? That's not gonna change it, man. You just gotta make more money. You know what I'm saying? Make more money or be more creative. You know or really indulge in content, bro. Because the amount of money these content creators are making, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. That's that's the bag. You feel me? And it's like content creators, bro, make more than people with careers, fam. Like maybe they not making more than. What's my main goal for this year, Keys? My main goal for this year is to be fully back to myself, well rounded. When I say fully back to myself, I need to have a consistent vehicle. When I say consistent vehicle, is like I'm known for having cars here and there, but I sell all of them. That's not the thing now, because transportation is important right now. I've been taking a bus here and there, which I'm very thankful of, but I need to have a vehicle to be able to go to this restaurant, go to this restaurant. Um, by the end of the year, bro, I would like to have my YouTube in a better position. I would like to have my Twitch monetized. You know, my TikTok is already monetized. I just gotta put in more effort into hitting that 10,000 following. Same with Instagram. So, you know, a lot of my social media, man, I would like to have them kind of up before the year is over, because the way I look at social media is this, bro. I'm like a futuristic thinker. It's like, dude, there's people making so much money on social media that it's like it's gonna bother the government at some point. And they're gonna shut that shit down. So before that happens, let me touch some of the paper. You get what I'm saying? On YouTube, I'm at like I'm not at the 4,000 watch hours yet. That's one of the biggest uphill climb because you have to do a lot of uploads, and then people are not watching the content all the way through. So what does that mean? Like, somebody might watch a 5-minute video, they might only watch 2 minutes of it. YouTube is only gonna count the 2 minutes that they watch. So I'm not far from the monetization, but I'm not that close. You feel me? I ain't gonna cap to you. So y'all want me to get there, y'all gotta watch my videos through, B. You gotta watch all the videos I got right now from start to end. You know what I mean? Like that's like the RPM rate or something. But I'm still new. I'm still learning. I just gotta upload more content, bro. If I can upload more content, it's gonna help me out. But what I do requires money. I ain't eating for free, man. So I gotta spend this cheese I keys. But I appreciate you coming here and being vulnerable and telling me what you going through, bro. Listen, it's gonna get better, bro. You just gotta stay locked in, stay hungry, and don't stop until you get to what you want. You 26, you got a lot of time. I'm 32. That's 6 years between us. You know what I mean? At 26, 27, I was a top hustler, but I was hustling the wrong thing. I was selling tree. You know what I mean? I should have been selling merch. If I was selling merch by then and committed to selling merch, I could have something established. So by the end of the year, I would also like to have a lot more inventory as far as merchandise. I got a clothing brand. I would like to have that kind of up and running, the website kind of up and running. So I got a lot of work to do, man. And I know that for sure. It's just gonna take the ultimate focus, and I can't have unhappy people around me if I'm gonna accomplish this, because it's not gonna assist me. It's not gonna help. So you need happy people around you, or you need to only be interacting with happy people. I'm not saying that you're not gonna interact with unhappy individuals out there, but once you meet those people, you avoid them. You avoid them because they're not here to help you get the way you want. He said, "Thanks, man. To you, you're ruined. How many people telling facts in their lives is only good? They trying to show you. Nah, that's facts. They only show you the good, and that's fabricated, man. Because a lot of the people that only show you the good, they got a lot of craziness going on, and they not going to expose that. But bro, I'm human at the end of the day, bro. So it's like what I'm experiencing is like, okay, it might be monumental to me, but maybe me telling that to someone who's experiencing something worse, you know, they might be like, oh dang, like I didn't know, my situation more crazier. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, we all kind of experience similar stuff in life, bro. Just different times and different results. And it's all about learning from each other on how to deal with certain situations, on how to stay motivated during certain situations. That's what it's about. I don't want the glitz and the glam, bro. I want to see somebody who made it out of a struggle and told me how they did it. That's inspiring. That's motivational. Of course, everything that glitter and gleams looks nice, but it's not always like that. And when people make it seem like it's always like that, it's like that's fake, bro. It's not real, man. The other day I was reading a post on Twitter. This guy was like, "Yeah, I'm in a perfect relationship. Me and my girl have never argued." That's not true. It cannot be true, brother. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be disagreements, especially with a shorty. But it's almost like he went online and made it seem like he had the perfect relationship, and it's like, oh, bro, stop it. Stop the cap. We just gotta be honest. The more honest we are, bro, the more connection we have with each other. When people lie and try to make themselves seem kind of extra, it's kind of like that's division, bro. You know, and one of my favorite YouTubers, his favorite saying is, "Bro, stay focused before you end up homeless." That's like the coldest saying in the world because nobody thinks like, yo, why are these people homeless? Because they lost focus. They got into drugs. They got into other things. Once you lose focus, you get into things that are not beneficial to you. And as I'm steady telling you, like, avoid unhappy people, stay focused, bro. I have people from the past that have been trying to like connect with me and all this, but personally, I would never want to even hang out with these people, bro. I don't have the urge. I don't have the motivation. I don't have the want. I don't have the will. It's like hearing hanging out with them is like annoying to hear, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's because I've grown to a certain level where it's like that's not the right energy. You know what I'm saying? That I need to be around. That's not the right people I need to be around. And a lot of these people were friends, associates of me, but it just don't feel right being around them. He said it don't feel right. Yeah, it don't feel right being around them. And maybe back then I couldn't see that because I was kind of like them, or was trying to be like them or whatever. But now I understand, bro. I'm totally different, bro. I'm like, I need to be around people that's like me. If I'm not being around people that's like me, I need to be by myself. And that's what's going to help me get to where I want. Cause a lot of the times we around people to make them feel better. That's not your job, bro. Let them make themselves feel better. You know what I'm saying? Your job is, to be a good person in life. But anybody that's dealing with internal trauma, internal pain, internal unhappiness, you can't change it, bro. You allow them to work through that. Even if you provide words of encouragement, sometimes it's not enough. So you allow them to grow. Exactly. You allow them to grow on their own. And maybe someday they could understand, but when you're doing things for you, a lot of people not gonna understand. They're not gonna understand because it's not in their best interest. It's for you. People don't understand stuff that you're doing for you that is not for them. So I love you, Brusky. Just keep going. You know what I mean? You gonna be up there, man. The industry that you're in right now, it's a good industry, man. I'm telling you. Just think about a plan. Put everything together, man. Think about how you gonna get what you want, whether that be a shop, whether that be, have your own automotive business. Put everything together, man. Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Step by step. But my goals for the end of the year, bro, is to be up there, man. Start touching some of this internet bread. We need to touch some of this internet bread. Yeah, keep your head up, Arkis. Love, love, man. I still remember you from when I used to do the lives at the crib. I remember all my day one supporters, man. You know what I'm saying? It's important. Only thing I'm gonna say to you is don't stop. Keep going. Don't stop till you get what you want. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson, don't stop till you get enough. Come on. Come on. Don't stop till you get enough. Come on. You know what I mean? Like that man Michael Jackson, he used to be making that music. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop till you get what you want, bro. Right now, I got a lot of work to do. I'm just now trying to get out of the cave. You know what I mean? I'm just now trying to get out the cave, Keys. When I say the cave, I was in the cave for 6 months. A lot going on in this cave. I'm just now looking at the sunlight. I'm trying to, you feel me? Get up out the cave real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned a lot while being in the cave, man. I learned that, bro, nobody really cares about you, bro. It's all about how beneficial you are to others, man. The most people that really genuinely care about you might be your family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I ain't got the mask on. If I put the mask on, these folks, these folks gonna be shook. They like, yo, YsEats or YsTakes. Nah, they gonna be shook for sure. You see how I gotta talk to these folks? Like, I can't talk to them like that. It's like, hey, sir, how are you today? Have a great day. Professional. I come in here with the camel Scully. They gonna be shook. Nah, Keys, you got me laughing, bro. I even thought about that too, cause I was like, it's certain restaurants I want to go and do reviews at, but then like, I think the glasses make me look less threatening. You kind of feel me? When I put the shades on, the shades make me look just a tad bit exquisite. You know what I mean? Like without the shades, just a Scully, your boy looking like Mr. Taker. And I would never take nothing from nobody, bro. But I just got a serious look, bro. And I look serious until I'm laughing, and you're like, oh, this guy laughs. You know what I mean? Like he's humorous, you know, but without laughing, I look serious, bro. So I personally can't even wear the Scully here like that. You know what I mean? If I did, it'd be scared, man. Maybe in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? When I'm outside, but other than that, if I had the Scully on, I'd do the live, visual live for y'all. Y'all see me in a work fit, you know what I mean? But then that'll be a whole face reveal if I do it right now. Maybe I'll do a face reveal one day. The only reason I don't do a face reveal, bro, is because I want to be able to walk around normally, bro. Like, the whole idolization of other humans, bro, that John is weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone be like, oh, I really look up to you. Can we get a photo? I'm a big fan. All that to me is weird, bro, because I just feel like as people, we all matter. You dig what I'm saying? And just having somebody idolize you is like it messes up your mind, messes up your way of thinking, you know. And then some people grow accustomed to that. When they grow accustomed to that, bro, you know that's when people get depressed when they're no longer popping. You feel me? Love, I keys love, bro. Love, man. Appreciate you joining the live, man. You know, everyone out here that joined the live, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Just stay away from unhappy people, bro. That's the message, bro. And you're gonna visually be able to see these people from body language, facial expressions, or even sometimes tone and how they sound and how they talk to others. You don't want to be around that because it's like a ticking time bomb. And if you're not feeling the way they're feeling, why sit there to experience such a thing, you know? So that's something that I'm really realizing, and it's tough because people want you to be around them. They want you to be around them when they're happy. They want to be miserable around happy people. Like they want to talk about everything that makes them unhappy, and it's like, bro, that is unnecessary noise. Cause you're not gonna make them feel better just listening to that or allowing them to, vent or whatever. It's like they gotta internally work on themselves, bro. And we all gotta internally work on ourselves, man. I'm still trying to. I know who I am, but as far as how I'm supposed to be, I'm trying to fine tone that because when I get into a position of having money, bro, I want to have like the smoothest, relaxed personality, gang. I don't want to be somebody that's quickly responsive on a, quickly tempered, nothing, bro. I want to be so chill that you don't even know when I'm upset, bro. Unless I really want to verbally express that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be so chill that it's where it's like I can actually see the best decision to make. You know what I mean? Because all of this that I'm going through right now is supposed to shape me up for that, man. Once the money come, I gotta be smooth. I gotta be even killed. You know what I'm saying? I can't be a hothead. You know what I mean? I gotta see who's worth interacting with, who's worth dealing with. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna be everybody. So these are the things that I'm perfecting right now. And one thing I know about me is, bro, he said I'm at work. Yo, Organic Dean, what's up, man? Shout out to my man Organic Dean and building at work. I'm at work right now too, man. Work brothers, man. We work brothers right now. Money get us, bag chasers, huh? Sack cheeses. Love organic, love. I'm just working on that, man. Working on fine tuning a lot of things because I'm telling you, bro, my return will be epic. And in my return being epic, I know it's gonna be a lot of people that wanna link with me, wanna be with me in the sense of hanging out and my normal demeanor be like, man, fuck all them guys. We ain't chilling with them, yeah. But I don't want to be like that going forward. You heard? So I'm trying to tighten that up because personally, bro, I could literally say that to a person knowing they can't handle it and it would destroy them inside, bro. But I don't want to come like that, bro. I want to come smooth, chill. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to come chill, man. Better. Like, I'm gonna give y'all an example the other day, man. This kind of bothered me that I had to be like this, but this is a real story. Quick story time with YS, bro. So I take the bus to get here all the time, right? On the bus, you see a lot of women on the bus, bro. And some of them are beautiful. Some of them, they're not your type. So when I used to get on the bus, it's these 2 3 weeks I've been getting on the bus, bro. It was a Somali shorty on the bus, and Somali shorty was attractive, bro. I wasn't staring her down, cause my thing with women is like, bro, you only can glimpse at a woman for so long without looking like a creep, bro. Realistically, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to stare a lady down, hound dog style, pan things. You know what I mean? You don't want to be on that time. So, bro, I would like glance up to see who's coming on the bus, because there's a lot of people coming on the bus. Generally, I sit like in like the fourth, fifth seat. After where, like, the older folks will sit in the front, I sit in the fourth, fifth seats, because I don't want to be too far in the back. You know what I mean? It's too much buffoonery going on in the back of the bus. So I would literally glance. Yeah, he said swear. I would literally glance up, bro. And when I would glance up, bro, I'm telling you, the way this girl would look at me was like I was like a piece of trash. And bro, I'm not an ugly guy in the sense of looks. I think I look decent. You feel me? But she would literally look at me like dogs, bro. Like, when I say a disgusting face, like, she just was disgusted. So I'm like, damn, okay. I never said nothing about that. So I just took it as it is what it is, bro. Fast forward last week, bro. This is what really threw me off. So I'm sitting in the seat, bro. Shorty's friends, they come and they sit like 2 3 seats behind me or whatever. And I don't know if they feeling me or whatever, but they sit close to me. Yeah, bro. She was mugging me so hard, organic, to where it felt like me and this girl had beef. I don't know this girl. But the craziest part about what I'm saying is I wouldn't even look at her too long. There'd be like 4 to 5 people coming in on the bus, and I just glance up, but then I would just catch a mean mug from her, the toughest mean mug, most disgusting look. So I'm like, dang, what's up with her? She tripping. Ooh, I ain't never said nothing to this girl. So this specific day, bro, 4 her friends come in. Now the friends just as beautiful, you know what I mean? So they sit behind me. Now there's like 2 3 seats available for her to sit there, bro. She could sit with her friends. She could sit at another seat. So she comes, and my bag is in the seat because I'm closer to the window. And then she kind of signals for me to move my bag, but I tell her no. Cause, bro, why would I allow somebody that literally looks at me like I'm dog gives me dirty looks, come and sit by me, brother? I don't understand. And then it wasn't like there wasn't other seats on the bus. This girl had multiple options on where she could sit, but it was like, nah. At the end of the day, if you was coming on the bus and you was pleasantly smiling, you wasn't giving me dirty looks, I'll allow you to sit by me. But why would I allow a girl that's mugging me, looking at me like, bro, I'm talking about organic. She would look at me like I was dogs, bro. And I'm not dressed dirty, bro. I got a job where I gotta wear black slacks. You know what I mean? Black shoes. I spray some perfume on, a cologne on, to look decent. I shave. So I was like, yo, what? Why does she have this demeanor towards me? But you can't have that demeanor and then come and ask to sit by the guy you're having that demeanor towards. I told her no. Cause I'm confused on what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? If this girl was coming on here smiling at me pleasantly, not giving me the dirtiest looks, I'd be like, yes, you can sit with me, of course. But I don't get it. Like, I would never look at organic like a pile of trash, mean mug organic, and then pass up other seat options and then be like, organic, let me sit here. No, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I personally hated doing that, brother. That kind of like, it made me feel not good, because I know that hurted her, because I told her no, she can't sit by me. But I'm looking at it from a perspective like, bro, why do I even gotta tell you no, you can't sit by me? And you know the reason why. It's like, you look at me like I'm not human, bro. You look at me like I'm like the trashiest thing you ever seen on a bus. But then you turn around and you want to sit by that thing. It's like backwards. And the reason I'm telling y'all that is because I personally don't like doing that at all. I'm a nice guy, bro. I would love to be like, yeah, of course, sit right here. I done had plenty of people like, yo, you ain't gotta stand. Come sit right next to me. You good? all the time. So having to do that was like, nah, total opposite of what I want to be. But it's necessary because I can't be a good dude who don't even got a problem with this girl. She's a beautiful girl. All her friends are beautiful. They're all beautiful women. But then she acts like that. Then she comes from my company. It's weird, bro. It's kind of weird. It's throwed off, And that one explanation that I provided to y'all, bro, it's an explanation that applies to everyone else that I used to hang out with, bro. And it's weird that it has to be like that because I told y'all I got on the bus. I seen a friend of my a close friend of mine that has been trying to hang out with me for a long time, but this guy didn't have my back in certain situations. But this guy would enjoy all the fruits of my labor. What do I mean by that, bro? He's at my crib chilling, smoking the best weed. He's eating free. It's AC busting. He gets to bring girls there. Like, I'm literally sending him money when he needs it. I had one situation where I was like, yo, bro, I need you kind of look out for me. My mans couldn't even look out. He kind of gave me like the okie doke. This supposed to be my brother. So the whole time you supposed to be my brother. You want to link with me steady. You like organic when we gonna chill. Organic, when can I pull up? Organic. So you doing all this, you know, persistency of trying to link with me. I put you to the test. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm stranded right now. I wasn't stranded, bro. I'm like, I kind of need you to send me like a little something to get a ride. And the reason I did that is because, bro, I done sent this man over $200-300. You feel me? And I'm not counting favors, but you can't keep saying you my brother, you my brother, you my brother, I'm your brother. And then when the time comes to be my brother, you don't show up. That means you just talking and stay around. So I wasn't stranded. I was good. I'm like, yo, bro, I just need a little something to hop on this. That man couldn't even deliver, bro. He asked me the silliest thing. He said, "Are you safe?" What? What brother of yours you telling like, yo, bro, you stranded and you need a little bread to get back to the city is telling you, are you safe? What? I'm like, he tripping, man. Cause every time he hit me like, yo, YS, bro, can you send me a $30, bro, to go do this? Can you send me a dub? Can you send me? I send it without asking nothing, bro. I wouldn't ask, are you safe? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? If I wasn't safe, I would text you like, yo, bro, I'm not safe right now. It's a lot going on. I'm telling you, I'm stranded. You can't look out for me. But then after the fact, you're messaging me consistently to hang out. So when I get on the bus, I see a mutual friend that I used to hoop with, but he's been friends with you for a minute. And he like, oh, bro, I'm going to Buddy house. So he FaceTime, bro. And on the FaceTime, it was an awkward FaceTime because this guy been in my inbox messaging me, trying to chill with me, trying to link with me. But this is not my brother. This is somebody that just there to benefit off the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of gotta play what's the word? Political. I'm like, yeah, man, we definitely gonna link, blah blah. But I don't even like doing none of that, bro. That's fake, bro. That takes a lot away from you, man. Like, personally, if I don't rock with you organic, I'll be like, man, I ain't rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? The older me, he's more ignorant. He'd be like, man, fuck off, bro. Shut your ass up. You know what I mean? Like, but that's intense YS. You feel me? And it's like, bro, that type of YS is not good. So just I don't even like being political. So just realizing like, okay, as I go up, I gotta be smoother. I gotta be smoother in my rejections. I gotta be smoother in my denials. I just can't be ignorant and belligerent or whatever, because sometimes that's how you be feeling as a person. But I'm just fine tuning everything, man. So fine tune everything, man. Right now it's all about y'all, bro. Be a little selfish, man. Unless you got kids, unless you're taking care of your family, be selfish with friends, bro. These dudes, these women or whatever friends, they not really friends, man. Friends, it's a whole different meaning of friends in today's society, man. And I personally think it's all about what people can gain. Cause I feel like the friends back then was better. So I'm fine tuning everything, man. I'm working on a lot. Um, just improving character. When they say work on yourself, really work on yourself. Sometimes I do slip up and I get back to the wild side. I call it wild YS, you know what I mean? Like, It's a lot of people that like Wild YS though, but a lot of people can't handle Wild YS because he's too direct. You know, it's no filter. It's kind of like he's trying to cut you deep. You know what I mean? But I don't even like that, man. I want to be nice to people. I want to be smooth. Even if I get upset about a situation, I don't want to show that much emotion about it. I don't want to be too overly passionate about it because it's not that important. You know what I'm saying? What's more important is continuing life, being happy, accomplishing my goals, taking care of my family, not reacting to a situation. You know what I mean? So everybody out there, that's the plan, bro. A lot of people, that's what they want you to do. They want to get you to react to a situation. They want to get you to lose your cool and all that. And maintain your cool. Stay smooth. Even if somebody make you upset, man, that's cool. Try to respond to it as smooth as possible. You get what I'm saying? And it's tough, but it's gonna make you better. It's gonna put you in a position of really being a boss. You know what I'm saying? Really being a boss is being able to handle situations without too much emotions. So that's kind of where I am, and that's why I decided to make the live. It's like, bro, you gotta avoid a lot of unhappy people because they're gonna come around. They're gonna come around. You don't need them for nothing. They just want to be around because you have good energy or you have resources. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we have genuine hearts, and we tend to take care of people for too long. I say we tend to take care of people for too long. I mean, literally hearing people vent for hours, bro. Like, you know how many people used to vent to me, bro? Like, I'd be like, these boys pay for a therapist, bro. The therapist be taxing them, you know. But all that is disturbance, bro, because it affects your happiness. And I seen something the other day on Twitter that was like the realest thing ever, right? And it said, as men, because I'm a guy, man, I don't know about women. As men, when are we truly happy? And there was a guy that literally provided the perfect answer, bro. I related to everything he said. He said he is truly happy when he doesn't have to perform. He doesn't have to cater to anyone's feelings of whatever trauma or depression they might be facing in life, you know, or he's not expected to perform on a certain level, and he could just be at peace, bro. That was like one of the realest things I ever heard. And what does he mean by that? Bro, it's plenty of times I had homies going through situation. I gotta motivate them like, yo, bro, it's gonna be better than this, woo woo. But that takes energy. Doing that repetitively for a lot of guys takes energy, bro. So how can I have peace if I'm constantly putting my energy out there? Or as guys, we're supposed to be providers. So that takes energy too. So I'm not saying you shouldn't be a provider if you got kids, bro. You don't have a choice. You got kids, you got a wife and family, you gotta provide. But if you're a single guy, it's like constantly providing to others takes away your happiness, bro. Takes away your peace. Why? Because you need that for yourself. And we don't really think about it on that level, bro. Cause we're men. At the end of the day, it's like men, we don't really receive a lot of happiness, bro. We have to provide a lot of happiness, bro. I've in my lifetime, bro, of all my friends, I provided a lot of happiness, bro. It was more happiness than unhappiness, bro. That's facts. So I feel like I've done a good enough job, bro, to where the people that been around, I was genuine, I was kind to them. I've done a good enough job, and of course, people are gonna want that every time, but it doesn't bring me happiness doing that for people that I've already done that for. The world's a big place, so I must move on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're all batteries, man. So I wouldn't say I'm drained, but I've provided enough usage to certain individuals. You feel me? Now it's all about where do I shift my usage, because I feel like all my usage now should really be put into me, unless I'm dealing with somebody, you know, on a collaborative standpoint or whatever. But right now, your usage should be for you, bro. Unless you have a family, a wife, and kids, you know, then you don't have a choice. Your usage has to be for them. But as a man, true happiness is just, bro, you don't really gotta cater to no one, bro. You just can just exist, bro. You could just be who you are, bro. Organic can just be organic without this person's expectations or that person's expectations. He don't have to provide this. You know, YS can just be YS, bro. I don't have to listen to 40 dudes vent about a situation or help them through this problem. You know what I mean? Like that's what brings me happiness, man. So I'm still trying to work on that, man. Get to that because I feel like I've been in the mode of just catering, bro. And personally, I don't require a lot, but half the people I cater to, bro, I feel like they couldn't even provide me nothing. And I ain't saying that to be mean, but I'm saying it from experience of being around them, having situations happen. They couldn't provide me nothing, bro, because I don't require a lot, but just honesty, trust, and respect. They couldn't even give me that, bro. After they got what they want, so that's true happiness right there. You ain't gotta provide too much. You don't have to vent too much, talk too much. You could just be you, and that's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal. Like, I relate to certain people, but it's like if somebody's sitting here telling me a pity story, I'm gonna be cut them off, bro. Like, yo, I'm gonna be honest. I don't got time to listen to that. No disrespect. Why? Because it's like now I gotta provide certain verbiage to you to get you back on the track. It's like, nah, man, take some time out and really think about your best option, you know? And that's how things gotta be going forward. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because, bro, the world is different. That's just how it needs to be, bro. Um, one of the things I learned through everything is like, bro, rare good people are very rare currently. So when you meet a good person, cherish that to the max. Because I'm telling you, when that good person is gone, you'll never get that opportunity ever again, bro. And the people who are good, they're very kind, bro. They're very kind, but I'm telling you, once that kindness shifts, bro, you will never ever get that again. I don't care what you do, bro. And that's just from experience, bro. I'm telling you, you would never ever. I still remember this girl. I'm gonna tell y'all about this girl, man. Before I end the live, man. Quick little pivot. I had met this girl named Alexandria, bro. I met Alexandria, bro, in like 2019. You know what I'm saying? Alexandria was a good girl, bro. And I never dated her. But I met her at a party. So we went to this party, right? It was a college party. So we get to the party. At the time, I ain't gonna lie, I was on some horn dog, wild out type of time. You feel me? So I get to the party, bro. No cap. I might have told y'all this story, but this was like the first girl that's ever really chopped me up, bro. When I say chop me up, I mean she said something that was like funny. I laughed. I couldn't believe she said this. Long story short, so I get to the party, right? The party is busting, bro. When we get there, my homie, he comes, gets us. We come through the door. When we come through the door, bro, I'm talking about it's like 300 people, 400 people at his crib. Right when we come through the door, is a girl named Morgan and Whitney. I remember everything vividly, bro. I'm telling you, Morgan and Whitney, Morgan was like red hair, Whitney was a dark hair shorty. So when I come in, I'm on them immediately, bro. This one dudes used to rock True Religions or some shit like that. So I got the True Religion fit on. I'm dipped. So I come in, I'm like, yo, what's up? What's up? You know what I mean? I'm on both of them. They talking to me, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm moving spicy, bro. When I say I'm moving spicy, I'm throwing early jabs. Like, when I say early jabs, it's like, I'm like, man, y'all look so good. I smash both of y'all right now. Like, well, I'm talking about jumping off the ropes coming in, you know what I'm saying? WWE. So Morgan kind of with it though, but Whitney like, nah, we ain't easy like that. You feel me? Cause bro, I just literally just walked in. She like, nah, we ain't easy like that. So Whitney kind of like, she walk off. So when he walk off, yeah, I'm still talking to Morgan. So I give Morgan's number, bro. Long story short, woo, woo. So when she leave, bro, it's mad girls at the party, bro. It's like the guy to girl ratio was nuts. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Wild and organic. I'm talking about jabs early. I said, man, you look so good right now. I smashed both of y'all right here. So Whitney like, nah, bro, you kind of wildin'. Yeah, man's was on Go Organic, but that's the older me. So I can't get on here and perpetrate what I used to be like. It's like, bro, I'm top striker, bro. Like that's how I used to think of myself with the girls. What that mean is, bro, I'm coming in here and I'm trying to take something down off rip. You know what I'm saying? Like shots is out there. We shooting early. So after I get Morgan number, she kind of like go off to do her own thing. So I remember I specifically remember going and sitting down on the couch. I'm talking to these Asian girls now. I'm like, yeah, you know. Woo, woo. So I'm getting their number. You know what I mean? Numbers on numbers, bro. I got so many numbers from the party. I don't even remember, but I remember specifically this one girl, bro. So as I'm talking to the two Asian girls, I get their number. They fire. I came to the party with my homie Devon, my homie Vaughn. So when I'm done talking to her, my boy Vaughn come and tap me on the shoulders. He like, hey, this girl want to talk to you. I'm like, what girl? So I'm thinking it's Morgan because I was trying to hit them right when I came through the door. So when I turned around, bro, it was this beautiful Latina shorty. She looked like she was mixed with something, bro. Like just mixed with a lot. Her name was Alexandria. So I'm like, hey, what's up? My friend said you want to talk to me. She's like, yeah, I just think you're attractive. I want to take you on a date. So when she said that, I start laughing. I'm like, what? You trying to take me on a date? What? Cause Shorty's coming with like ill game. I ain't never heard no Shorty walk up to you say I want to talk to you. Let me take you on a date. So I'm like, man, you playing, Shorty? What? You want to take me on a date? I'm laughing because I ain't gonna lie, she raising me up. So I'm like, man, what? A date? Where you gonna take me anyway? She like, wherever you want to go. You deserve to go. Shorty saying shit that stuff that you would say to a girl, like she like you deserve to go wherever you want to go. So I'm like, she wilding, she wilding. But I'm rocking with her though. So we chop it up for a little second. I get a number. So you gotta keep in mind, I'm getting mad numbers and peeling off to the next, bro. So I get her number, bro. And I remember I was talking to this light skin. I left to go talk to this light skinned girl. So she told my homie Vaughn to come and get me. She said, go get him. So Vaughn come and get me again. He like, yo, bro, come over here. So I go over there. I'm like, what you call me over here for? She like, man, you just disrespected me. I'm like, I disrespected you. She's like, yeah, why would you leave to go talk to another girl? If I tell you I'm trying to take you on a date, I'm really interested. So I'm like, damn, shorty, really, really interested. She's like, yeah, don't go talk to no other girls the whole party. I'm not listening to that. I'm like, yeah, all right, bet. So I leave, bro. I'm talking to all the girls, bro. I'm not even caring. So we got to a certain point in the night. The girl comes up to me. She's like, you're not serious. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I literally am telling you I'm really interested in you and you're talking to all these other girls and getting numbers. What is your problem? Bro, this is a random girl telling me this. I'm like, man, it's a party. I'm supposed to socialize. Woo, woo. She's like, nah, you're not supposed to talk to these girls because they're not feeling you how I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? But organic, this was like a straightforward woman, bro. You rarely gonna meet women like this, bro. Imagine a shorty coming up to you and telling you, why are you getting other numbers? I'm really the one interested in you. So I'm like, dang, okay. So I specifically remember it's like 2, 3 in the morning, man. Everybody kind of shaking the spot. They about to leave. My homie Jay, he threw the party. He come up to me like, yo, what you trying to do, bro? You trying to spend a night? Some of the girls gonna spend the night. So I'm like, man, it depends which one's spending the night. So right when I say that, Alexandra come up to me. She like, you gonna stay the night? I'm like, I can. You stay the night? She's like, I'll stay the night if you stay the night. I'm like, all right, bet. So what's the play if I stay the night? Cause I ain't trying to just stay the night and cuddle with you, baby. Like, you feel me? Like, she like, nah, I'm on whatever you on. But this was the craziest part. My homie D the whole time, I guess he was trying to get on her friend. When he realized Alexandra was going, he come up to me. He like, man, make her go for the squad, cause this is shit I would do back then. Like I be like, yeah, shorty, me and my mans, you feel me? And sometimes the shorty would go, sometimes she wouldn't go. So when I projected that to her, she was like, are you dumb? She literally asked me, she's like, are you dumb? I'm not trying to do anything with your friend. I'm trying to do something with you. So I go tell my man D that. He like, man, you playing, bro, you playing. I'm like, nah, I'm not really playing, brother. She's not on that type of time. He like, man, you ain't try hard enough, blah, 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 because I made it happen before. So it was time for us to leave, and I'm like, nah, bro, we gonna stay tonight. So when I tell him we gonna stay tonight, I tell him to get on something else. So he like, all right, but he wasn't trying to talk to no other girls but the girl I was talking to. So I'm not a blocker, man. So I allowed him. I told him go over there and try to make something happen, then, bro. Cause I've tried. She's not really accepting, what's going on. Hey, how's it going?
Shannon, I think I already paid for this.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
The same thing with credit card below.
All right, uncovered. So check out. What time is it right now? So 3:30. Uh, yeah, I don't think it took the payment. So did you kind of use a card to book the reservation?
Yeah.
Okay, so they charge you $5.95, which is like a holding fee, and then you pay the remainder once you check out.
Got you.
So it currently says it's $54.99.
Okay.
Because I think you did the prepay option, right?
I think so. So it's not pulling out that I paid it all?
Nah. So what happens when you do the prepay option is they put like a $5.95 hold on your card. So that's what gets charged.
Okay.
And then once you come back, you kind of pay the balance based on how long you was here. Yeah, I got a receipt also coming for you. There you go.
Okay, thank you so much for your help today.
Yeah, have a good day. But yeah, man. So when I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, go try to make something happen for yourself. So he goes over there, he's talking to her. She's like literally ignoring this man. And when it's like checkout time, I go tell my homie, his name was Jay. I'm like, yo, Jay, man, I might need your room. He like, bro, don't smash her on my bed, bro. Don't smash her on my bed. So I'm like, all right, bet. Yeah, shout out to Organic. I gotta be professional when I talk to these guys, kind, generous, smooth, and help them out with this situation. So that's why I say when I say I love my job, it's like I'm trying to do it the best I can. 1 second here, sir. Hey team, we do have a party of one approaching the lot. A white SUV. But yeah, so when I tell him go make something happen for yourself, he's talking to her for a while, nothing happens. Next thing you know, she comes to me and she's like, okay, where we spending the night at? Where we gonna sleep? So I tell my guy, I'm like, yo, Jay, I need your room. Jay gets upset. He's like, oh yeah, you can use my room, just don't use my bed. So I'm looking at him like, oh bro, if I can't use a bed, what can I use? Hey miss, how you doing?
Good. We just prepay, but I can't find my bar thing.
Okay, do you have the email that you may use?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, 1 second here. I might be able to look that up with your email. What's your email?
It's RENEES.
EES
Yep, at citizens.
at citizens, CITIZN CNS.
Dash TEL.net.
Okay, so it's the hyphen. The small dash, right?
440 from the house.
This one?
Down here in a couple minutes.
You see that? It's like the small dash right there.
Yes.
Okay. At
TEL.net.
at TEL.net.
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 Correct.
All right, sorry.
That's all right.
So I got Renee's at citizens dot me dash TEL.net.
Yeah.
All right. It's a crazy
It is.
yeah, crazy email right there. So let's look that up. And that's for Renee Schillenby?
Yeah.
Schellenberg. I'm sorry about the
That's all
mispronunciation.
right. You're helping us.
Yeah, of course. Just 1 second here.
Okay, 39.
1 second, miss. I just gotta reset this
Yeah, crawl down here.
this scanner. It has problems sometimes. All right, you guys are good to go.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Appreciate the help.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So, when we go upstairs, my man's like, yo, man, don't use my bed. So I'm like, yo, bro, what I'm supposed to use? Crazy thing is, he had a nice room. My boy had he had like a walk-in closet, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, even though he told me don't use his bed, bro. The craziest part is, me and Shorty already get upstairs. My homie D, he like, yo, bro, make her go. This is as me and Shorty about to walk in the room, and I'm like, yo, bro, she's not going, bro. I don't know what to tell you. So I don't know what my man D ended up doing. I'm sure he got some play that night or whatever, but right when I got in the room, I'm getting Shorty ready on the bed. Yeah, clothes, everything coming off. This man Jay gonna walk. I'm like, bro, not my bed, not my bed. I'm like, ah. So I ended up, you know what I mean? My boy had the walk-in closet, bro. It was like a extra room in there for real. You know, me and Shorty was in there, and after that, it was like I kind of blew it. When I say I blew it, it's like we was supposed to go hang out the next day, but you know, I kind of blew it, man. I ain't gonna hold you, just cause I didn't really understand like what was really going on. But it's been a long live, man. I love you all. Shout out to everybody that tuned in for the live. Shout out to Organic. Shout out to my boy Akis, Richard Wilkins, Moo. Appreciate everybody for joining the live, man. Stay happy out there, man. Avoid those, who are unhappy. Shout out to Lizzie also, man. Lizzie Sanders. Love. I'm out of here.